Yeah, that's true. And also, there has been a shift in the way HR has been, right? Now,
Correct.
HR is not limited to just those HR initiatives and HR function. HR also is needed, required, and has the ability and does understand business and the market well.
Correct.
So that was a disconnect earlier. The perception, I think, still it is there. Yesterday, I was interviewing someone, and they told me, "You're an HR, but you're talking about business so much." So still, do people do carry that? But the fact is that over a period of time, HR is so close to business. So which was always the area of concern for HR guys not to move into a business head or a CEO position was that do they really understand the business and the operations? So I think that gap is bridged over a period of time. So if an HR has a fair deal of understanding about how financials work, how the market operates, how the business works, and on top of it, HR is capable of handling people and people nuances. So that becomes the best combination, I would say. Secondly, today I also look into other areas, some other business as well in my current organization, not just HR. Okay, I
Okay,
do
very
look on
nice.
other business, which was completely new and I had no idea. But I would really thank the level of information which is available today on internet, right? You can spend a few weeks, few months to really understand what the business is about, who are your competition, how does this business operate within your country, globally, what are the success parameters, and how the org structure, what is the org design, what is the workflow. You can learn all of it.
Very
I'm
nice.
not saying you can become expert, but you
Correct.
can learn.
So this is very exciting. So being into HR, handling a tough or maybe a challenging assignment like a CHRO, you have taken different assignments related to business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. And you took it by on your own. You took an initiative to ask for such assignments.
Yeah, so there was an initiative because when I completed 5 years and since I completed 20 years in HR, as I was saying, somewhere there was this feeling that am I learning something new or am I getting saturated? So, saturation, when I say it's not about being saturated in terms of your designation or your compensation, but purely from learning perspective. You know. So I did have a discussion with my CEO on if there anything else that I can do. And to my surprise, and all credit goes to my CEO and the organization that we work, he was very open and he gave me a list of things actually. He told
Very
me
nice.
choose. Yeah, he said choose. And he was like, you have all these possibilities because he is a believer that someone who has some fair sense of business and who can learn. And being in HR, at the end of the day, your business success depends upon how well you built the organization, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
and that skill HR comes with. So for a leader, which is very important. So that's how I took it over, and it was a new business. So it required a lot of team building, reorganization, setting the workflows, and figuring out what is the best way of operating. So yeah, so that was it. So of course, as I said, you have to show interest also, right? So I would take actually I will just zoom out and say it has to start from the market. You have to understand the market in which your organization operates.
Okay.
The industry. If you understand what the end market, the market environment in which you operate, and everything flows from there, right? It's outside in. It is not inside out.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. So how your market reacts? What are your market responses to your organization's product or services and the industry? Uh, so, and today you have so much of information available there. You can just sit and read. You can reach out to people. There's so much of social media. You can reach out to people and talk to them and learn more. So, if you understand the market, then is when you understand your own business. And that is when you come to understanding about. I'm assuming if you're an MBA, you will have some understanding on financials. You can read a P&L and a balance sheet, and if you cannot, then you should learn. It's very important that an HR guy is able to talk in numbers, understand numbers.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's so powerful.
Yeah. So I think it's again from within you. If you show interest, and you tell me, Amit, if you reach out to anybody today, okay, say if you want to learn about financials or you want to learn marketing, whatever, you go and sit with your. If you can reach out to your CMO or you can reach out to your VP marketing or anybody and tell them that you want to have a conversation with them. You find their job very interesting, their role and what they do, what they contribute. You want to learn a little more. But if it is something that most of the things you can do something about it, right?
Correct.
So it's important to find out, what is that I can do, and you can only find that out if you understand deeper about the problem out there. What is causing you the stress? If you can go to the root cause of your stress and start acting towards it.
Okay.
And I bet the moment you take 2 steps, okay, towards the action, you will see your stress levels are dropping.
Very nice. Very powerful.
So anything uncertain, something which you are not aware of, will definitely create stress for you. Like when you have a job change, or you have a new role, or you have been given a new geography, whatever. It is quite stressful because it's new, right? So what can you do? So start learning more about it. Okay, start working towards that. And the moment you start working towards that, you will see that your stress levels are coming down. You feel that things are in your control. Very transactional, routine work is something which would get impacted by AI. I won't say which is getting impacted by AI. So if you're into talent acquisition in a large organization where your job was to source CVs and filter, that job will not exist.
Correct.
Yeah. I have today AI available which can filter, look at the matches, give a rating to me and tell me that this profile has 90 or 100, this profile has 80 or 100. So there's no human requirement to filter, which HR used to do, right? Yeah. So what you have to do is that identify those areas which can automate and build people's skill.
Correct.
As I said, build your market, business, this connection that works, right? Or
Correct.
in this different aspect, build people's skill. And that would never go out of fashion. That is what you will get valued for.